All right, here we go. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? TSG here. I'm with my co-host of That's Weird Science. Take us in, gentlemen. Tell us who you are, and then we're gonna hit our intro.
UFO Grove, you already know what it is, man. I'm out here. That's Strange Science, second episode. You already know.
Bro,
Okay.
what's the name of the show again?
That's Weird Science.
That's Weird Science. But every time you do your
Yeah.
plug, you say That's Strange Science.
Oh, shit.
This is the second episode. You ain't get it right yet, man. We're gonna work on it.
And I'm reading it. I'm reading it at the bottom, too. It's ridiculous.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. All right, so who's this guy at the bottom? Did you bring him?
Yeah, that's my buddy. That's my buddy.
He's all right.
Yeah, I'm Andrew.
Andrew, you gotta say it like that. Andrew, you gotta give a little extra.
Yeah, I'm Andrew. You know, just got a couple of facts, man. It's the second episode we got. I'm excited about this one. You know,
that was
I can't
good.
wait for these topics.
I like that. That's
ready.
a good intro. You've been practicing. That was good. That was good. All right, let's hit it.
Where?
TSG, Andrew V, UFO Grow, live stream, podcast, weird science, 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 yeah, weird science, weird science, comment, 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 share, yeah, weird science. What is that? What could it be? I don't know. Could it be? What is that? Cut that bitch open. Hit it with a stick. Sniff it, smell it, open, lick it. What is it? Hey, examine. I feel smart. I feel smart.
Hey. Lit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
that
noticed
shit is
something.
tough. Yeah.
You got emojis?
Very fun.
Yo, who you connected to?
Okay.
I didn't know we get emojis in the title. Oh shit! I was stunned by his emojis. I want emojis. What kind of emoji would I put for sleeping giant? They don't have sleeping giant emojis. What would we put for Andrew V?
Nah.
It's nah. So Grove's not gonna tell us his secrets. I think he just hit the emoji button, but I honestly didn't know you do that.
That's a fact. Awesome. No, that's a fact.
Maybe next time
that's a fact.
I'll think of an emoji. You know what I'm saying? But thank you guys for tuning in. It's the episode 2, EP2 of That's Weird Science. And today we're going to be going over cloning, gene splicing, a little special throw-in that I consider cloning, deep fakes. It's like digital cloning. Bear with me. Just agree. Shake your heads. There's one. Oh, reanimation. So with that said, all right, here we go. All right, so we're talking about cloning, gene splicing, deep fakes, which is like digital cloning to me, and reanimation. How much you guys know about cloning? Before I play this video,
I know they had that sheep or something, or
okay,
I know it's called Dolly. I don't remember what it was though. Goat that they cloned.
A sheep. But we don't talk about
they cloning your cows. They're cloning your meat.
Oh yeah, that's true. You see, Grove is up on some shit. Yeah, technically, I forgot about that.
I know a lot of things.
But yeah, that's right. They made it so you didn't have to label which meat was cloned meat. But yeah, we're currently right now you're eating random cloned meat. You don't know which one is which.
Yeah. Well, not me, because I don't eat
bullshit.
Meat,
I don't believe it.
I get the gist.
You got that face like you don't believe it.
You don't want to believe it.
All right, let's see what they got to say. So it's a quick little let's get the sound on.
Oh, there it is.
Hey.
Why is there no sound? I know why. So just plays the music. But y'all can read it. But y'all reading it? Do I need to bring back?
Of course. Yeah.
That's crazy they did that. I kind of don't see the point though of cloning things. You know, like what? I
It's
don't really
food.
get it.
I mean, there's
You
a
know, unless you
couple.
It's
make
extra
something
food.
that you think is really perfect, then you clone that. You know?
They got a
Yeah, but there
couple.
wouldn't be no meat left for y'all to eat
I
and
don't believe that.
fester on.
I don't believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's
and
the
like a
excuse they
famine or
make.
something.
That's the excuse they make to justify making everything synthetic and artificial. But the reality is, there's plenty of food. There's plenty of space. You know, they say there's no food, so they create GMOs to make more food, and then what they do? If no one buys the food, they throw it away. They just hold the food in places to sell it, and if it don't get sold, it's not even like they're fucking distributing it. So that excuse is bullshit. Plus, a lot of scientists will argue that there's plenty of space and food to distribute. Whether people get it, that's another story, you know. But they'll try to justify shit like that, like, you know. And that sheep was cloned before 1997. 1997 is when they told people.
Yeah,
And cloning actually goes way
yeah.
back further than that. This is like
They've been doing it for a while.
quick
Yeah.
little brief
And
history.
working on it, getting it better.
Yeah. So the term biotechnology was coined by this dude. Anyone want to care to say his name? I'm not. Is that lettering really small for you guys?
Like I said,
Yeah.
I think that's Sleeping Giant. Is that Sleeping Giant?
Who, the person that made this? I don't know. You know,
That's
I mean, you
damn
want to
sure
give credit
Sleeping
for it.
Giant.
So genetic modification was first used in
Yeah.
1973.
Well, I'm looking at it.
So the first genetic modification was something called transgenesis. It was the process of transferring genes from one organism to another. That was first accomplished by Herbert Boyer and Stanley Cohen in 1973.
All
All right,
right.
so Jurassic Park shit. How y'all feel about this? An extinction has been resurrected by cloning for the first time, though the clone died minutes after birth. Findings were revealed January 23rd in some journal in 2003. In 2003, they resurrected through cloning an extinct animal. How y'all feel about that?
That's pretty
I
ill.
think that's fucking cool. Why not?
Yeah, me too.
I can't wait to
I
hit y'all
really
with the
do.
bad side of everything.
I'm pretty sure it's the bad side to everything, but I definitely want to
What happened?
experience dinosaurs again. So yeah, I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah, I
Notice
mean,
what I wrote here
I
from
think it'd be
Jurassic
cool
Park.
to see something like that. Yeah,
You
I'm
give it
with,
a thumbs up.
I'm with that.
Yeah,
I've heard that they're like, yeah, they're working on, you know, they don't got it perfected or nothing like that, but who knows in a couple more years, you know, where they'll be at.
Shit,
They'll be able to do that.
we'll definitely be able to see it. We'll definitely be able to see it.
if they say they don't got
Word.
something, that means they got it. Yo, what about babies, bro? Do
Yeah,
you know
that's
that
true
right
too.
now there's people making designer babies, like as we speak, if you're rich enough. When was
Yeah.
the first? Who was the first designer baby? Adam's conception and birth received both praise and criticism due to the ethical issues surrounding PGD, and was also the inspiration of the novel My Sister's Keeper. Adam has been called the world's first savior sibling and the first designer baby. I thought I had the date here. I fucked that up. Let me see.
I thought Truman
Yeah,
was
man,
the first designer baby.
Oh, this
no?
is wicked. They got some shit. I forget what it's called, but this mentions it. Savior siblings. Imagine the idea of cloning a child. All right, savior siblings, children who are born to provide a transplant of an organ or group of cells to a sibling with a usually life-threatening disease. So imagine having a child just to keep on deck. You know, like emergency.
Yeah, but yo, stuff like that. I don't see them doing things like that. That'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, I
Well,
also saw
You know
that they're
they
learning how
tried.
to
They were
put
stopped to do that. Do you realize that though? At least?
oh yeah. Well, you know, some people, yeah, that's pretty
No,
crazy,
this
but
has been
yeah,
attempted.
I read that they're breeding like pigs and they're making these pigs to have like certain organs that you could use for like people and stuff. So I could
Yeah,
definitely
they
see them
harvesting
using
out.
an
They
animal
do.
for that one purpose.
That might have
You
been
know
the
what I'm saying?
alternative. But originally they wanted.
Hold on.
Yeah, what's up?
My neighbor right now, I ain't gonna say no names because people know who I am. You heard?
Yeah,
But my neighbor right now, she's working on solely pig, large intestine, small intestines.
What do you mean work on it? I'm confused.
What?
Like, what do you mean exactly?
That's what she's living on right now. Right now.
What, like
Living
That's
on?
what she got it done in. Yeah, that's what she got. She don't got a regular small and
you're
large
talking about
intestine.
Oh, she got
It's
like
for
one
a
of those
pig.
organs from like the pig,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I heard of
Guess
that.
where she had to go?
Yeah,
She had to go to
Yeah.
Venezuela.
yeah. I actually,
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, I heard somebody.
That's crazy, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Yo, but yeah, they be
works.
doing
So
stuff like that.
that's
man.
helping us, cause she wasn't supposed to live, and now she I know her for like 12 years, bro. That means
Yeah.
I'm with it. I'm with that too.
Originally, they wanted to
Yeah.
do humans. They were gonna make headless humans. That's what they proposed, like before the '70s and shit. It's wicked. When I was in college, I did
Nah,
I
shit
did
like
an
that is
exam.
too. That's like crazy.
I mean, not an exam. I
Yeah.
did a research paper on gene splicing. I found out crazy shit. Went to the school library, and in a school textbook that was published, I don't know, before the '70s, they had already spliced. Oddly enough, it's weird. I couldn't find the photos today. I was so upset. I was trying to find them. But yo, I honestly saw this. Insects spliced with vegetables for whatever the fuck reason. Like grasshoppers with
Yeah.
Yo, it sounds like bullshit, bro. It was a picture in a book in the school.
No, don't. I seen it. I seen it.
In 11th
But I
grade.
seen it on Facebook.
You serious? Or you fuck with me?
Oh,
Nah, you
no.
fuck
I
with
swear, no,
Oh,
I'm not fucking
I
with you.
couldn't
I'm
find
for
that
real.
shit. But we got some shit to look at later. We'll get more on that in a bit. This is just a quick run through.
Okay. Yes,
Imagine
sir.
picking your child's gender. There's a guy right now. There's a place where they do the designer babies. So you could do a little simple shit. Like I'll give you an example. You could pick the eye color, but they're trying to do gender, and I believe they're not allowing them. But they've had 80% of the people ask. So hold on, let me double check this. Or maybe they even had 85% of people do it. Yeah, about 85% of Steinberg's patients will come to him so they can choose the sex of the baby. He said. These are little excerpts from different articles. He's from one of the better known clinics in the world for gender selection techniques. So this dude actually does this shit. This was published in something. I forget what it's published in. Y'all can do your research. But it's from
See what country this is in?
2018.
You know what country this is happening?
I did a whole bunch of Google searching, and I was copying and pasting little pieces just to like bring up in conversation. If anybody wants to do more extensive research, pick something out of the show to help you as a guideline. But it's there. I looked up some of the stuff. And then food. Food is technically cloning, genetically modified food, and there's good things and bad things about that, man. Some people try to act like they're harmless. They're not. What's your thoughts on GMOs?
Yo, actually, I got a lot of thoughts on GMOs, to be honest. I know it's like real controversial, but I see a lot of good things about it, to be honest. And I know.
So break it down.
Like what happened?
So break it down real quick.
Like I saw this one thing, like they were explaining that like they could make trees, for instance, that would specialize in taking more carbon. I think it was carbon dioxide or something, or no, carbon out of the air. And they were saying if you had more trees that could do that, they could reverse climate change.
Well, that sounds
lit.
Like that.
Awesome.
That's like insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were able to do that.
Completely.
Well, they said for
I
instance,
just don't want
like,
that shit in my food. That's it.
Exactly. That's just what I'm saying. It's messed up because things like that are cool. But if you complain about it in your food, they think you're against it entirely.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
I'm saying like when it comes to the GMO thing, there's like a lot more to it. Like there's like so many benefits that we could have, even if you take like animals, they were saying that like, for instance, if you got Lyme disease, Lyme disease comes from ticks, but the ticks get it from mice. And they said if you could, they can make mice that can't get that disease so that the ticks then would never get Lyme disease, and you could like eliminate Lyme disease, or you could eliminate malaria, for instance. Because you could.
Then it wouldn't be natural. It'd be somebody playing God. What do you mean? No way.
Well, where'd you read that?
I mean, that's where the controversy comes in. But I mean, you could get rid of diseases and stuff by doing this. You could get rid of malaria, for instance.
The thing you read about
understand.
Did it say that?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. They could make mosquitoes that can't get malaria, and then they get those mosquitoes and they could put them out in the world to breed with the other mosquitoes. And then over
so it'd be
time,
a
you
less
would
of a
get
chance.
mosquitoes that can't have
Okay.
malaria. Now, the
but
way
it'd still
that it
be
is right
natural.
now, yeah, like you would just be messing.
okay.
Well, you would be taking out the gene that you know, or adding. I don't know if you're adding or taking out, but anyway, you're just making it so the mosquito can't
You're
get malaria anymore.
Yeah, you're diluting.
So then they
it.
won't carry it.
So these are
Now,
theories by
okay.
scientists that want to do this.
No,
Or
they've
government
done
saying
this.
this
Like
is
they've
something
made
that-
these like mosquitoes already.
So why don't
They've
they
already-
malaria? You know, it's funny.
Because this is the thing.
Malaria.
Because this is the
Yeah.
this is the thing. It's more complicated because we don't have the technology at the point where like we don't know the consequences yet, you know? Like you need to do that in like a small area and see what's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah,
like
with the government.
You know what I mean?
They always.
But the point is, if you give them
when
more
it's something
time
good.
to figure out. But see, this is the thing, because
But think about
GMOs,
this.
it's
Think
like
about GMOs in food. They didn't need to figure out the consequences. We're the test dummies. They just put the food on us. But when it
That's
comes
a
to
fact.
stopping malaria,
no, they
think about
they
this.
do
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do
The number
test.
one prof. One
They,
of the
no, yeah,
not the
they
number
test
one.
that
I didn't mean to
stuff
say number
too.
one. I'm sorry.
no,
They
they
test the
test
food
the stuff.
All right, so
They
then
test the
how,
stuff
how
with
would
the
you
food,
argue
too.
with all the clinical studies from every other country saying that it's harmful? Like, in other words, I'm saying that America flat out fucking lies. They'll pay scientists to lie about certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you
Yeah,
agree with that.
I
but
feel
yo,
you. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not
I look at
arguing.
studies from all over
America.
the world, not just
Definitely
America.
lies.
And I noticed that America will disagree with like everybody else all the time. How you disagree with everybody else? You know what I'm saying? There's so much GMO food that is flat out harmful. Soy, they put GMO soy and corn in everything. There's nothing beneficial.
Yeah, but
all
yeah,
the
but they run studies on this food and stuff, and like I don't know. I mean, that's a whole nother subject. But
what about
I don't want to give the
DHT and
yeah, but yeah.
what's up?
I don't want to give I'm not trying to give the impression that I disagree with you, because we're not really on a different page, even though it seems like that. The difference for me is that I think GMOs, like when I'm saying they're good, you can do great things, but I don't always trust people, you know what I'm saying, to always do those things, you know?
Yeah,
I think one of the problems with
mad scientists.
I think one of the problems with the GMOs is that when we talk about it, we talk a lot about the problems we have with the companies, you know, because we don't trust the companies and what they're doing. But the truth is, like, if you could get an apple tree, you know what I mean, and using that technology, and you could make it produce a bunch of apples, you know, just something stupid like that. But you could feed all the hungry people, you know, you could get rid of starvation using that kind of technology.
And
you know?
all that is great, but that's all charming shit that they use to fuck with you, because the reality of it is that companies like Monsanto, which is now Bayer, literally do the opposite. They created Agent Orange. They created multiple,
yeah, you know, I don't know. I've looked at different things, but I've heard the opposite, to be honest.
So who owns everything? Like, you could look this up right now. It's not even about a matter of opinions. Monsanto literally owns 90% of all the agriculture. All they GMO.
Oh yeah,
every vegetable.
yeah. I'm not disputing that, but like the food that they're putting out, it hasn't been tested to be like harmful. There are things I'm sure you could find pulling it up to be harmful, but there's nothing I've seen that it's any different than the other food that we have. Huh?
I'm sorry, what was that? What was that?
There's nothing that I see that makes it different than like the other food that we have, you know?
You know the difference between
also, yeah, because when it comes to agriculture, also when it comes to agriculture, like that is us, like that's artificial selection. Like a lot of that food we selected and we made it like it is today.
No, you're talking about
like cauliflower,
good old fashioned GMO. I hate when
no.
like
I'm not talking about GMOs. No, I'm not talking about GMOs. I'm talking about it's the same process is what I'm saying. Like what we did was we would select two things of certain plants of like corn came from grass.
Yeah, that was the first gene splicing. So before they got really crazy in the labs with crazy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is now, like with the lab stuff, all it does is it's that same process, except you're picking the specific genes that you want to use. So like you can definitely take those genes and fuck everybody, you know, and just start doing some evil shit if you wanted.
Is that
but
they promote this idea of GMOs. But what about biology? Soy is toxic. If soy is in everything you eat, because everything you eat is processed, you're getting soy all day, every day. Aspartame. It's one of the most toxic things known to man. Aspartame is artificial sugar.
Hell yeah.
You know how poison that is? It gets mixed diagnosed with multiple diseases. Like multiple they'll tell you, you know, they'll think you have multiple sclerosis when you don't. They'll tell you you can't control your diabetes. My uncle used to drink diet soda, and they couldn't control his gangrene. He had, I think, like at least 6 operations, maybe more, before they chopped both his legs up to his knees. He stopped drinking the diet soda. 2 weeks later, his multiple sclerosis just disappeared, and it explains why the medicine was never working. And I knew all this stuff before that because there's many doctors that advocate for this, that actually have whole organizations that try to educate people on this shit. They're doctors that found aspartame poisoning is a real thing, and it gets misdiagnosed with so many fucking things, you know, on and on. But people gotta look this up. I'm just trying to run through a generalized because we got like a whole show to go through. GMO corn you can't digest. All the foods lost all of its enzymes and nutrition. They're stripped completely bare. Do you know about acid and alkalinity? Your body can't reach homeostasis without alkalinity. All the food that they produce is acidic. You can't receive that. On top of that, all the GMO food that's acidic is keeping your arteries and veins inflamed, your organs inflamed.
You know, that's the. I don't know.
It promotes candida growth. Do you know what candida is? It's the bad bacteria in your gut. Destroys the immune system. You know, I could go on more about the high fructose syrup. You know how addictive that is.
Yeah, but I don't honest.
What was that? Like, you can't eat GMO processed food.
I don't think this is all just connected to GMOs, but this isn't something I've really looked into. So, you know, I don't really want to go too deep into it. But when I look into like organic food and stuff, when I look into like organic food though and stuff, like when they do comparisons, it's like there really is no difference that they find.
Nah, that's propaganda, man.
And I hear people say that, but I don't see any tests that seem to say that. I don't know. That's just what I've seen.
Health. I think you're studying maybe some lab science, because if you study human biology, nutrition, so many sciences, like it's not even like this is.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that food is like messing us up, but what I'm saying is it the GMOs or is it something else? Because what did they do to that certain plant? GMOs, you know what I mean? If you're eating a plant and they did something to make it like you know,
GMO is different. Each GMO is different. So it's like you can't, when you try to specify which GMOs are bad, people are like, nah, man, there's no studies. GMOs are good for you. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, what, you can't accredit one GMO as all GMOs. They put in BHT. You know what BHT is? Not the preservative BHT. Somebody ignorant will be like, oh, you're talking about the BHT that they put in the fucking cows that gives like a,
but like, is that
like 35%? What I'm saying is, it's a GMO. GMO is a genetically modified organism. They took the cow and they genetically modified it. They changed it to have more breast milk. So they put BHT in it. I believe that's like a steroid. Then because the nipples are so infected, they have to give it antibiotics. They genetically modified the chickens to grow in 3 or 4 weeks when they would normally take, I don't know, 12 weeks or something, maybe longer. So it's causing all this like sick food. What about the
before when you said like they put, but before like when you said like they put the steroids in it, you know, like was it the steroids that did it or was it the GMO? You know, like
but the steroids.
I'm not trying to argue that it's bad, but I'm just saying like
I'm trying to explain.
I just don't know.
Hear me out for a second. I'm trying to explain to you clever wordplay. It is the steroids, but the steroids is the genetic modification. That's how they genetically modified it. Understand what I'm saying?
I was looking at how it works and stuff. I don't know if it's through that, but I know about like the CRISPR. They use like the CRISPR and the Cas9. I don't know if that's through the steroids though. I don't really know about that.
No, I'm not saying through. I'm saying that's one of the modifications. It's a genetically. You understand? like I think you're getting caught up in some specifics, like the exact way that we're not talking about the GMO plants. You got GMO animals, GMO plants. They're gonna do shit different. You know what I'm saying?
But they got like one process that they use.
All right, but what
There's
I'm
like
telling
this
you is
one. Well,
the steroid is not. I'm not saying the steroid is the process. The process is irrelevant. What I'm telling you is that they modify things, and when they modify these things, they make them unhealthy for you. When they modify the food, it has no nutrients. You know what low glycemic and high glycemic is? All the processed food is low glycemic. That means it's undigestible. That means it rots in your intestines. Yo, there's so much science people don't know, bro. They just you know, I don't know. It's all about the money. I don't know what else to say about it. I can't really explain more. But what I'm telling you is that that's a
no,
modification.
I'm with you on that, but
the reason it's a GMO. You know what I'm saying?
well, like well, check this out, yo.
What?
They have this thing. There's this thing, right? Like they call like bacteriophages or something. Basically, they're like viruses, right? And they attach themselves onto bacteria. Like that's how small they are, that they infect bacteria like the way bacteria infects us.
Yeah, that's bugged out.
Yeah, and sometimes this bacteria can survive and it'll live. And when it lives, it makes a copy in its cells of that DNA, like from the virus. It makes like a copy of that DNA.
Yeah.
And that's CRISPR. That's what CRISPR is. So then they take this thing, right? And when it has that copy, if that germ or that bacteriophage comes and infects it again, it'll have the memory of that other DNA. It'll have the memory of the DNA from it, so it can protect itself. You know what I mean? And it makes a protein, and that protein is called Cas9. And then that protein will specifically cut out those genes. So when it comes to GMOs, like genetically modified stuff, and that like trans whatever word that you said before, what they do is they use that protein, that Cas9 protein, and they'll attach a certain DNA to it, and then they can cut out that DNA out of the, out of the cells or whatever. And they can also add things in.
Yeah.
So like when they use like GMOs, it's literally just changing a gene.
Yeah.
Like anything you're doing after that would be something else.
They're replacing it with other shit. But when they remove shit, they replace it with other shit. You know what I mean?
Well, you can replace it, or you could just remove something.
Yeah.
But even with that, like if you bring that to people, like you could eliminate certain diseases that people would have. Like they were saying, like you could get rid of like cancer. I'm sorry, you could get rid of you can get rid of like HIV.
I heard all this shit for decades. They don't do it. They don't do it. I know this shit. You're breaking up.
Well, I mean, this is what the science shows. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying we could use it for good things,
For people that don't know, because I'm getting to like, because we know each other, so I'm here like, bro, I'm trying to put you on. But for people that don't know, say the stuff that I'm hating on, because then I'm gonna hate on it after. But for the people that don't know, say what you was gonna say. All the shit that they could do that they fucking deprive us of. Go on. Like, no, I'm seriously asking.
I mean, I don't think the technology, in my personal opinion, I don't think we're really ready to. I think they should start making things a little better. But they've already been able to do a lot of things. I mean, there are downfalls. You know what I mean? We could do something and we could have results that we didn't expect. I think it should definitely be tested more and shouldn't really be. You know what I mean? It needs to be tested more. But
what you're talking about in the later party statement is stuff that when I mentioned that report that I told you about, that was stuff I had found out about. In the early days of cloning, there was a lot of fears. They're like, yo, if you create an animal and then it releases in the wild and it mates with something else, we don't know what could come from that. It could create a new disease, a crazy species that'll throw the ecosystem off of whack because it'll eat something it's not supposed to, or run something out of its home. There's a couple more things that are not coming to my mind at the moment. And then the positive shit they could do is like they could eliminate virtually probably almost any disease in a certain context. Through these means. But bro, they've known this I have stuff here that I'll show y'all about cloning. Yo, these motherfuckers been doing this shit for decades, dog. And think about this. We mentioned in our
but yo, it
money.
takes decades though.
Yo, malaria.
It takes decades.
Think about the malaria pill market. How much money that is. Think about cancer. They can't cure cancer. You think they haven't cured cancer right now? You know how many we mentioned in our last podcast? Scientists disappearing for breakthroughs.
Right.
You know how many breakthroughs in cancer they've had? Cancer can exist in an alkaline body. They've killed cancer in labs multiple ways. Multiple scientists have come forward and said this. We've done it. Right. I've done it. My homies did it. We did it together. The government has paid for it in some cases, but they won't acknowledge that.
Yeah, some people are readmission. Yeah, I mean,
because they can't. It's too much money involved. So what I'm arguing is that they'll say shit like that and dangle it like a carrot. Yo, GMOs is cool. Let it rock. So they'll give us the bad GMOs fucking food and all the cool shit you can do with GMOs. I argue that they're never going to do it. You know what I mean? And when I shit on GMOs, I'm not saying don't GMO just because not to GMO. But there's things in our food that are not okay. And they slip in cool GMO knowledge and technology with, like, my opinion, propaganda. I hate to even say my opinion. I'm saying my opinion to be polite. But, bro, it's happening, bro.
No, I feel you. I feel you. But I just look at it like anything in the world. Like, you could use it for good or you could use it for something bad. But, like, we could use this same technology and we could get rid of HIV. If we improved it, we could get rid of malaria. We could get rid of Lyme disease. We could, feed all, what I mean? There's mad good things we could do.
Ahead of all the health shit.
Yeah, but they're not going to allow that. It's all about money.
His last big meeting, he got quoted for saying some shit like, they're not in the business for creating cures. You don't make no money creating cures. So I'm saying they was giving a hint to all the people underneath them. I don't want to hear shit about no cures this year. Because, you got to present like cool shit. It was cool ways to make more money or what new drugs y'all have. All the people that had curing shit, yo, the fuck out of here with that. You ain't want to hear none of that shit. You know
none of that shit.
It's the truth. Look at the chief of any hospital. Nobody will admit it.
Well, yeah. I want to say,
didn't they kill that dude?
I want to say one more
thing. Didn't they kill a dude that just had a break on cancer? I forgot his son's name.
I just don't want to.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't mean to give the wrong impression. Just in one sense. That doesn't mean I necessarily trust these people to do the right things. I'm just saying, what
I feel like they blind you with all the glitter.
I mean?
I feel like they blind you with all the glitter.
Sometimes differ.
And I'm worried. I'm worried about you. They blind you with all this pizzazz and glitter and lights.
I'm just saying, man, you could do a lot of good things with this kind of technology. Right, but on the other hand, like when you get these companies and if they're controlling it and they're doing what they want and nobody can oversee what they do, that's not a good thing. You know what I mean? So
and that's what it comes down to.
Shit's complicated,
The regulatory agencies back in the day actually used to screen warehouses and corporations, and now they don't. They literally say, "Have you turned in your report? Here it is. I followed all the safety." That's literally what happens, and that's the truth. People won't admit it, but that's the truth. College teaches you a lot of things. As far as cloning, they've cloned a lot of shit. This is the list. We're not even going to click each of them. But look at this list. These are all the cloned animals. Camel, carp, cat, cattle, coyote, deer, dog, frog, fruit flies. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Goat, horse, house mouse, UFO grove. Oh, they cloned you? They threw that in. Rabbit, all types of shit. Cloning has been going on. Dolly was announced. This is a clone. I don't gotta click it no more. Y'all know. What's interesting is when Dolly, Bill Clinton was the president, and he was given a choice. Yo, we're gonna tell them we think they're ready. The president decides at that time how long before they could readdress it. He put a 10-year marker on it for whoever the next president is to decide if the human cloning can happen or not. Remember before I said I was disappointed because I couldn't find those pictures I told you I saw? I honestly saw in the textbook pictures of insects and frogs spliced in with fruits like apples and oranges is crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't find that.
Yeah, that remind me of Gremlins too.
Oh yeah, I
don't know
remember
why.
this.
I love that. Yeah, remember the gremlin with all
Remember
the
that?
fruit?
No, the vegetable face. Remember
Yeah,
that?
I remember all that. I love that movie. Seen it so many times.
This shit I remember. This
this
shit is
real.
disgusting,
This
bro.
came after the sheep.
Look
how cool this is.
that other picture. Yo, that other picture was kind of like what we were saying before about the pigs. Like they could grow organs on other animals and shit like that, you know?
Yeah, they did the nose. I couldn't find a picture of the nose, but I remember that shit being all over the news.
I'm seeing it from afar, but this shit got like a crocodile face.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't
Yeah,
notice
that
it
shit.
first.
Yeah, that shit look like a crocodile on top of a fucking zebra. A giraffe. That shit look crazy.
Oh,
Bigger
yeah.
a
That's
second ago?
scary. What
If
up?
I make it full screen, does it get bigger for you guys?
Nope.
No?
Nah, that's a
Nah.
small pick. Yeah,
I
that's a
can see
small.
that. Oh, yeah,
But
now it did.
yeah, that
Mhm.
one on.
Oh, it's delayed.
Oh,
Yeah, that was,
fuck.
oh,
Owl.
fucking
and a
owl spider.
I'm just saying the
Oh,
possibility.
no, that's not right.
Drew talked about the
That
good
dog
things.
looks extra grumpy now.
Yeah, because dogs are supposed to be in the house being annoying. This shit is in a fucking playpen outside.
Discovered, I did this for Drew.
Definitely in the
I
barn.
discovered I'm the negative one. Drew's the guiding light, and Grove, you're on middle ground. I guess you level us out. So this is to get some positivity. These are positive things you can do with cloning. You can make cute
Positive.
aspects.
Nothing positive
Oh,
about
no.
it. He's a seal?
Yo,
No.
imagine you know how you go to build a bear. Imagine if you go build a pet.
No
Like,
way.
yo, I want to fucking.
Build a pet, right?
wanna-
Oh, that's bug. Build a pet.
That look like a regular well, though.
We should make designer pets. Who doesn't want this? Butterfly, elephant? Come on,
No way.
wanted that shit.
No,
All right, but that's the last of that.
that's
Those are
big.
fake juice.
Yo,
Here goes some
oh,
real.
word. You guys ever seen the glowfish? Those are like ones that they modify. The glowfish that like they glow like the colors are like different highlighters.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't,
yeah,
I've
not
seen them at, like, the
neon.
pet
The
stores.
neon fish.
Why?
Yeah. I had a couple. Those are pretty cool.
I didn't know they were.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Those are pretty
Those are
cool.
pretty
Like I know why they make spider goats. Yeah, I heard of spider goats.
Spider goats?
I
Nah.
heard of spider crickets,
I
nigga.
never heard of
That shit's
spider goats.
terrible. Nobody.
Damn,
Spider goat, nah.
bro, I knew about this motherfucker for like, damn, over 10 years. All right, bet. So I'm glad I could show you. I figured y'all would know about
He's
it,
fronting.
bro.
A spider goat.
All right, y'all think I'm playing?
Oh shit.
He said, "Holy shit, y'all think I'm playing right now." This is a GMO animal. They gave these. They spliced these. I actually got something to show you after this that tells you exactly which species of spider and goat. But
I
they
gotta make it bigger.
a spider.
Yo, I
and
don't.
goat, bro.
Yo, man. Yo, that's not. I don't think that's real, man. Because yo, goats could climb like that.
No, I
Yeah,
know,
they can.
I know
They're
they
goat-
could. But trust me, they're real. I'm gonna show you. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Don't you
Don't
worry.
put your seatbelt on, Drew. Drew, put your seatbelt on. I'll take you for a ride, buddy. Spider goat. It's real shit. They do it for their milk, bro.
Definitely regular goats.
Pieces of silk. I forgot why. Oh, no, I think that's what it is. They turn the
Oh,
milk into like cotton later. They use this shit. Some places use this in place of wool. They like make clothes with it or some shit. I got this. I got the full scoop on it. Hang in there, guys. Oh.
Who was that? Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to
Sister? Oh my god.
Listen, I hate
it's
when it's
sister,
happening.
right?
Yo, what?
I think
Oh.
it got out of whack or it comes later. But I have more detailed specifics on spider goats. But for what it's worth,
What?
if it doesn't come up and I'm fucked up. For the viewers watching, look up spider goats. Feel free to look it up. They're real. Feel free to test me. All right, so more cute little. They're so cute. Which one y'all want? I want.
None.
I think I want
None of these
that's
shits.
badass. The gator giraffe.
I'll take that.
All right, so you guys heard of deep face? Tell me this is another shit y'all don't know about. Damn, y'all know anything about the Illuminati? Listen, man, bro, they got some technology out here. They could do anything with anybody's face, and I'm gonna show you.
Oh, I heard about My dude Lance just was mentioning
Right.
this at our last poker game 2 weeks ago.
Bro, this shit is not a game, son. Look at these deep fakes that people have for fun. Look how good these shits are. So remember
That's
we
brilliant. That's brilliant.
better shit.
Yeah.
I don't really know what.
I don't know. Y'all watch this show, but
Gian's coming in from corporate to talk to all the women about I don't really know what.
How'd they get the voice like that too?
there's a video we're gonna watch that explains a little bit of the software.
And I did not become a Locker One Accounting volunteer sheriff's deputy to make friends. By the way, I haven't. Bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This B-A-N-A-N-A.
It looks like he belongs on Sesame Street.
That looked like Young
That's not
Thug.
right.
I thought that was Young Thug
That's
right
not
there.
right. That little frail body.
Any of y'all watch this show?
All right.
Is
Good.
this office?
Oh, I love this show.
No, the show is good. It's almost looking like you can't even tell that it's The Office. It looks just like him, and it's throwing me off. I don't
Yeah,
like
it really does.
Check this shit out.
How'd they get the voice too?
That's crazy.
What was that? What
I said, how'd they get the voice too? You know, that's crazy.
Well, they masked all that shit, bro. All they need is some recordings of you, prior recordings, and they can do all types of shit. So check this shit out.
Right.
Look what this dude made.
Oh, look, it's Will. It's been 30 years since Fresh Prince premiered. That's crazy. Let's take it back. Check it. Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down, and I'd like to
this
take a
shit
minute
at the moment
to sit
is
right
happening
there
live,
and say,
too.
how became the president of a town called Bel Air?
That's how good the software is.
I am the
If
king
you
of
wasn't doing it live, it would look real. But y'all see all the way to the right, right?
Check this. Yes.
Interesting.
You can't tell the difference.
On the
But
playground.
he's
You
acting
can't.
out what the
Crazy.
other faces are
Showing
doing.
out. Shooting some big.
Like imagine that you can act out what someone else is doing. Remember the holograms? This is like
This is lit.
holograms meets cloning.
My mom got scared. The shit you moving with your aunt, you know, in Bel Air. I wasn't for a cabin when it came near the
Check this
license
out,
plate.
this is
Hey, this is my guy.
If anything, I could say that this cat was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it. Yo, folks, to Bel Air. 21, 24, 25,
Hey.
that's about 7 or 8, and I have to carry your home. Look at my face.
And changing the voice.
I can set him
Man, that looks just like
Yeah, that's right. This kid is
Oh yeah, you can't.
We'll keep it up, dog.
It's creepy, son.
I'll tell you what.
That's your cool, dog.
If it's a concert on the motherfucking TV, the real artists don't gotta be there. Cause the way Corona is,
And
that is
anybody,
not gonna be no crowds anyway. So you're gonna have to watch everything from home. So that shit is so crazy, bro. Cause you could actually pull this shit off and be like, yo, that was definitely him.
yo, people
That's
can be
lit.
trained. Things could be staged. You know, it could
That's
be
what I'm saying.
false flags. Like
You
this-
don't have to leave to get the money no more. Rich
Look at
people,
this
rich
one where
people.
they do it live. So this guy was on this show and he does an impression of Tom Cruise. Somebody else took a deep fake and put Tom Cruise's face on his face, simultaneously as he's doing the impression.
Beginning before anything, you get together and you read through the script, and
fast forward a little
and then Tom Cruise walks in, and even those guys are like, whoa, and he's super stoked
So
to
Tom
be
Cruise
there.
face?
You know, just
Turn
like,
on real quick.
"Yeah, boom."
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's crazy. That's crazy. But it only could be done on an existing video. That's the good thing.
And
It can't be
so he comes over, he
projected
sits
by the
next to me.
camera.
Damn, one day we're not even gonna be able to trust videos, you know?
Mhm.
That's what you just saw, Grove. You saw it projected live. That's the video we just saw.
No,
and also
no, the person that got this video projected it live. They didn't do that through the cameras. Somebody else got this footage and then projected that same filter that we just seen.
This video was the dude took a video clip and did it. But when we saw this video, this dude has the software running live at the moment. That's what the middle is. The middle is so on the left performing this live, and the software is taking his face on the bottom and matching with the faces he put into the template
of the voices and all that. It's matching with the voices.
The machine is taking his voice and his face and turning it into the people he tells after he preloaded stuff of them.
The voice as well?
Yeah. It changes
I didn't know the voice. I thought he was an imitator. And then it was matching the faces.
I can see why you thought that. Definitely. I think he was also, but the machine also does that. And I have something that shows it. But look what they did here. This was so good. That I'll never forget the day my brother posted this shit because he thought it was real.
What, Mariah Carey did this? I mean, Jim Carrey did this over?
No, see, that's what everyone
did. The Shining over?
Carey didn't. They took the regular Jack Nicholson scene and just put Jim Carrey's face on it, like a mask.
That's what I'm talking
about.
Yo,
you know what it is though?
Yeah.
Yo, it's also that Jim Carrey's face just matches so perfect for this
scene.
That's what also makes it so believable.
I could see
like
him
he makes
doing
all those
this
crazy faces in Jack Nicholson, you know?
But that's what you would
So they just blend it.
But think about the black kid we just saw. He turned into like 10 different people that were white, black, all types of ages.
Yeah, but that's through a filter.
And the voice changing,
What do you mean?
I don't think it was live. I don't think the other one was live. I think that person definitely took that video that was live and applied that filter on.
What I'm telling you is that the machine can do it live. If they wanted to go on TV right now, a dude would be off camera saying blah 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 blah. And
I don't think so.
On TV.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree with you on that part.
It's not about.
I feel like it has to be recorded first for you to do that.
Google software. Nah, I'm telling you, politely. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, fact. Watch this video.
A little of this.
Hold on, we can't play.
Unless the camera is actually ran through that software, and then they recording like that. You feel me? That's the only way I see that.
Make it look like anyone is saying anything.
Look at Jordan Peele. He was one of the first people to speak out about deepfakes.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
Jordan Peele created a fake video of President Obama to demonstrate how easy it is to put words in someone else's mouth.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Not everyone bought it, but the technology behind such frauds is rapidly improving.
And they all lying.
Even as worries
yeah, I see these comments. His voice like he's lying. That shit looks so real. If that shit came on the news, people would just believe it. You know what I mean?
No, nobody. That looks fake, bro.
He lied.
No, his face is all glossy. He don't look like a wax museum version of him.
But
no, that don't look real, bro.
Well, that's
that
like one of the first videos they did. So
this is what the regular consumers have to play with. The real shit, anything that comes down is the whacker version. They keep the best of the best for them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you saying this is from regular people?
No, this is the software that regular people use. If I want to buy this software and do these shits.
Yeah. So it could be a higher software that makes it look exactly alike. Okay.
That's nothing. Nothing hits the consumer market.
Nah, without them having a higher version. You're correct.
Yeah, well, it goes
absolutely.
First. They decide after we done using it for more important shit. Okay, now how can we make money?
You put it on the market, make money. Yeah, of course. I get it. And then they're going to give you like a grain out of a fucking beach. And if you know what I mean, it's not even that good.
Yeah, and if that's not a fair assumption to make, another fair assumption to make is like what Drew said, which is they're probably going to evolve and get better at it real soon. You know what I mean?
Of course, they there.
And shit.
Nah, they there.
Increase about their potential for harm. This is your Bloomberg Quick Take on deep fakes. Deepfakes, or realistic-looking fake videos and audio, gained popularity as a means of adding famous actresses into porn scenes.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's another thing that was I found out.
It all started with porn.
Yeah.
Porn flick and putting like celebrities on it.
This technology came out of somebody's basement.
So look, bro, you see, his mouth is moving live. And it's moving mouth on George Bush live.
Yeah, I see it.
The new element, like someone else's face.
I made it big.
Yo, that's crazy. You saw him? He was making like little faces with his cheek and forehead, and it was doing it to Bush.
It's actually extremely.
So you could put a lot of emotion and good.
Well, you could do that shit with your emoji that you build on fucking Snapchat, and your emoji do the same reactions as you. It actually looked like a real cartoon. You could actually screen record and make a real cartoon off of it. That's the lit part.
I heard a rumor PlayStation 5 had to tone down the graphics because it was looking too realistic at first. And it, people wouldn't like it. Like it just looked too real. So it's on download.
I would like that. I would like it.
I was like, wow, that shit look real. I've seen some clips of a game called Hellblade 2, I think it's called.
Dozens of hours of human assistance to create a video that looks like this rather than this. In August, researchers at Carnegie Mellon revealed software that accurately rendered not just facial features, but changing weather patterns and flowers in bloom.
So y'all hearing this? Y'all repeat what just happened? They're saying that they're learning to use this software not just on people, but on weather.
It's doing it to and plants, flowers.
Yeah, weather and seasons. So what I'm arguing is they could say a storm is happening somewhere is not. They can say something is clear somewhere is not.
This advance is not yet available to the public.
There's another video I don't think I had here, but I watched another video where they used a deep fake to show a car driving down a road, bro, and I couldn't tell each time I was wrong. I've seen roads where it was snow, where it was this happening and that happening, and like which one's the real road, which one's the deep fake.
Damn, you should have put that on.
I couldn't find it.
I want to see that shit too. That look cool.
I don't know where it goes, bro. Fucking disappears.
The researchers around the world and at the U.S.
The defense department had the first defense.
I wonder how they do that.
Am I the only one that can make the whole screen the video?
The artificial production.
Or maybe because they're on phones, so maybe Drew could do it.
Speech.
There are also applications that could be considered either good or bad, like the many deepfakes that exist solely to turn as many movies as possible into Nicolas Cage movies.
Oh, hi, Mark.
He's one of my favorite actors. Shouts out to him.
Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, man. That guy's great.
All right, so that was our whole cloning shit.